What is up, YouTube? My name is Happiness, and welcome to my channel. So, we're gonna look at this plane to which President Donald Trump is gonna receive from Qatarian officials. So, as you can see, we are looking, but before we look at this plane, I want us to look at one video from MSNBC, and then after we're gonna look at another video of this plane, and then we will look through this. But at the moment, I came across this article. So it says that Donald Trump, he has arrived there in Qatar. As you can see him over here, he is now in Qatar at the moment. There he is going off Air Force One, the plane to which he is about to exchange and receive a new plane from these people. So people have been saying that if he is going to accept this plane, isn't he scared that maybe it might be a security threat for him? Because remember, he is accepting something that is foreign from another country. So even for myself, like if you are a president and then you accept gift from another country, aren't you scared that they might be spying on you or something like that? But here you go. What has Trump done on the Middle East tour so far? So it is the second day of President Donald Trump, 4 days of for the Gulf country, and a lot has already happened. As a reminder, during the Reina visit yesterday, the U.S. and Saudi Arabia announced a 440 400 and I mean like 142 billion, which is they say 107 billion, 107 billion arms deal, as well as other investments. The country's crown prince, Mohammed bin Salam, said could eventually be worth 1 trillion. So, okay, I don't want to go into this detail. We were looking at this plane so that we can see what is. But remember, this guy is a businessman, or a businessman and slash president. Let's say president slash businessman. So he is used to being bribed. You see, because remember this article that we came across, whereby he recognized the Persian Gulf to be the Arabian Gulf, and to us people on the internet, we know this place as the Persian Gulf. But now, because he is sort of like taking bribes from the Middle East, now it's gonna be the Arabian Gulf, you see, and also all these other deals to which. But let's look at this video from CNBC. I want us to focus on this video on CNBC,
including longtime Republican allies of Donald Trump. So this is where we start on the right. The National Review, one of the most conservative magazines out there, says it's a plain old grift. It's a poison plane. And welcome to the swamp now under new management. That's a taste of what you might call the intellectual side of conservative politics right now. Writers, editors at a place known for supporting the MAGA agenda on many issues, including crackdowns on immigration, saying enough is enough when it comes to this kind of what they call grift. Trump is making his first foreign trip of this second term, but it's being overshadowed by his plane debacle. Indeed, for some, it's hard to watch him dismount from the U.S.-made Air Force One without thinking of his plan to personally pocket a foreign-created Air Force One if that plan continues to get off the ground. This was him landing in Saudi Arabia. Separately, the Trump family organization continues to pursue billions of dollars in real estate and associated deals in that country and region. He's greeted by their leader there, but the outrage is dwarfing the trip because leading into the trip, first with journalistic reporting and then with the president confirming it, so there's no debate, no contested story here, the news has broken that Trump wants to take a $400 million luxury jumbo jet from a foreign country of Qatar. You're seeing some of the inside luxurious accommodations here as it stands. This would be then further updated and retrofitted as an American Air Force One. Qatar is where he's headed tomorrow. Conservatives, independents, and certainly opposition party Democrats all seem to agree on this story of the Trump era, that this is a kind of brazen profiteering. Here's Murdoch's Wall Street Journal, of course, the sister outlet to Fox News. Quote, Trump sends message to the world he's open for business. Over at the New York Times, corruption concerns. The Washington Post reporting on the private business conflicts, I should say. Or if you want a more tabloid flavor, the New York Post, which many people still read, if you're in New York in a tabloid broadsheet or online, Qatar's palace in the sky, not a free gift. And they say Trump shouldn't accept it as one. That is a baseline and obvious point. Everybody knows this in normal life. If somebody wants to buy you a drink or a dinner, sure. If they want to buy you too large a gift out of nowhere and you're not friends, it's suspicious. In business, if the gift is really large and they want things from you, it can be called a kickback. It's unseemly, it's a conflict, and in many regulated businesses in the United States, it can become an ethics concern, a fireable offense, and in some cases, illegal. Now, Republicans are not standing with Trump on this one. Nikki Haley says if it were Biden, we'd be furious. And with your own ears, you can hear Republican senators weighing in.
It's a nice gesture, but I think maybe the thing to do is to say, hey, we appreciate it, but there's a lot of other things you could help us out with.
That doesn't seem to be right, and I think it's not going to pass the smell test.
Well, what I'm concerned is the safety of the president. I mean, Qatar's not, in my opinion, a great ally.
Well, they better sweep that plane from front to back.
There you go, guys. They have to sweep that plane from front to back, upside down, because eventually you never know what they placed. They may place cameras. Now you're accepting something that would expose your own government. I mean, like, these people can spy on you. So isn't he scared that they're going to spy on him if he's accepting such a gift? But let's just continue.
Air Force One is the symbol of America. When it lands or flies, it is America flying and landing, and I want to make sure that this whole thing is kosher. Time will tell.
Well, listen, I'm not a fan of Qatar. I think they have a really disturbing pattern of funding theocratic lunatics who want to murder us. I also think that the plane poses significant espionage and surveillance problems. So we'll see how this issue plays out. But I certainly have concerns.
That's Senator Ted Cruz, who has supported Donald Trump's MAGA agenda for years. He's apologized for Donald Trump. But if you're saying, wow, did he change his mind? Has he learned that there are issues with Donald Trump? This one raising basic competence about national security, as he said, the espionage concern, which again goes back to the alleged corruption concern. Maybe protecting the United States security, intelligence, and interests comes second to just pocketing $400 million. Because remember, the brazen plan would be the plane would be used and then go back to Trump's personal use post-presidency through his library, if this happens, if he gets away with it. But Ted Cruz is actually returning to where he started, which is why when you watch some of these stories in the news and you say, am I bananas? Are they bananas? Is this okay? Well, a lot of these folks, including conservatives, had all the same concerns about Donald Trump. I'm quoting them as a news anchor. They had concerns about what they called Donald Trump's dishonesty or lies or alleged possible corruption issues. And they had all of those concerns before Trump amassed the power he has today over the Republican Party. So it is back in the news tonight to consider what Ted Cruz warned about Donald Trump before he was ever elected.
Donald, you're a sniveling coward. It is no surprise that Donald is throwing yet another temper tantrum, or if you like, yet another Trumper tantrum. This man is a pathological liar. The man cannot tell the truth.
Now, Trump has also teamed up with a Saudi developer for this 47-story tower in that nation. This could run hundreds of millions of dollars. It is a reminder that even if Donald Trump has some wealth, and even if his family has some wealth, and even if he's profited a lot recently off crypto, there is a kind of ongoing desire to take time and energy through the Trump organization to build and profit off all this stuff that he is doing, like Elon Musk, more than just the public interest job inside the federal government. Trump goes to Qatar next. His family has a $5 billion golf club that they're developing there. The numbers could ebb and flow, but that's the kind of goal. It's a luxury plane level destination for sure. And then Trump heads to UAE, where his family also did a deal for $1 billion tower and hotel for the Trump organization. There's also a planned Trump hotel there in Oman. Trump has an ongoing relationship with the Saudi-backed golf tournament, which again uses government money. That is quite common in that region. But the question is, where does that money head? If, like the jet, we are seeing a veritable map of self-dealing as the U.S. government interests, your safety and security around the world, our soldiers, etc., is somehow mixed or even comes second.
Okay, now there you go, guys. There you go. As you can see,
all of these business dealings. This is,
as you can see, guys, as you can see that President Donald Trump, he is much more benefiting from this rather than it just being a presidential trip. You see, he receives a 400 million dollar plane. His family has a development for a Trump golf course club, to which is gonna be his. You see, and another Trump hotel and tower, a Trump resort, a Trump golf tour, a Trump tower. I mean, like, this guy, he doesn't care about his presidency. This is the most corrupt president I've ever seen. I don't want to lie to you. This is the most corrupt president I have ever seen. His first term, he was almost like not showing what his plans are, but this second term, after putting Elon Musk into Doge, and now all of a sudden, all these dealings of him, you see, I mean, like, this guy blatantly is showing you guys in your face that, you know what, I'm not about the people, I'm about myself. And also now he gets some white South Africans to come and migrate in South Africa. There you go. Let's just continue. I just want to continue to this other video. Also, and remember, while this is happening, we have the Diddy trial. We have also the Kim Kardashian trial. You see, so you tell me, isn't this like having all these Diddy trial and these Kim Kardashian and Paris robbery, to which he was robbed in Paris trial going on? Isn't it sort of like a distraction from what is happening at the moment? Because I like what the news media is doing. The news media is focusing on what Trump is doing, you see, rather than all these other tabloids, celebrity tabloids, to which is shifting the narrative, you see. And also this story of the South Africans who come from South Africa and now they can migrate over here, and this deportation of all these Mexican and people of color, black, brown, you get what I mean. But let's continue and check out this, but listen to what he has to say over here.
View that luxury jet as a personal gift to you. Why not leave it behind?
You're ABC fake news, right?
Why not?
It's only.
Mr. President, what do you say to people who view that luxury jet as a personal gift to you? Why not leave it behind?
You're ABC fake news, right?
Why not?
It's only ABC. Well, a few of you would. Let me tell you, you should be embarrassed asking that question. They're giving us a free jet. I could say, no, don't give us. I want to pay you $1 billion or 400 million or whatever it is. Or I could say, thank you very much. You know, there was an old golfer named Sam Snead. Did you ever hear of him? He won 82 tournaments. He was a great golfer. And he had a motto: when they give you a putt, you say, thank you very much. You pick up your ball and you walk to the next hole. A lot of people are stupid. They say, no, I insist on putting it. Then they putt it and they miss it. And their partner gets angry at them. You know what? Remember that, Sam Snead. When they give you a putt, you pick it up and you walk to the next hole and you say, thank you very much.
Respectfully, sir, as a businessman,
There you go, guys. They confront him about the allegation about the
people may look at this and say, have you ever been given a gift worth millions of dollars and then not received anything?
It's not a gift to me, it's a gift to the Department of Defense. And you should know better, because you've been embarrassed enough, and so has your network. Your network is a disaster.
You see, guys, there you go. They confront him about the truth. He's shifting it and just talking about fake media as if it's a lie. You see, we are confronting him. The news media is confronting him about the truth. But what does he do? He shifts it and then makes it seem like there is no such a thing as that. But let's just continue. Let's look at this what is it? This flying palace, this aeroplane. So as you can see, this is the flying palace inside of it, and you can see it is sort of like a hotel on wings. There you go. Look at it. It looks stunning. I don't want to lie to you. Look at that. I mean, like, imagine if you are flying in this. So what you're telling me is that the next president who's coming after him, he is not gonna use this. It's going to go to his personal library, so it's gonna be here. So you see, guys, this is a bribery. This is another example of Trump being corrupt. But yeah, it looks nice. As you can see, there is a master bedroom, and then over here is the master bathroom, the private entrance, and the private, the private hallway, and then the guest bathroom, and then the private lounge. We go to the back, and then where is it? The main entrance is over here, and yeah, the private office, and now here's the main lounge to which we will be lounging. And then at the bottom deck, okay, this is the upper deck lounge. Yes, as you can see, the upper deck lounge, and then here's the crew and then the upper deck crew. And let's check, okay, and this is business class, to which his assistants will be at. And yes, this is a magnificent aeroplane. I don't want to lie to you. So there you go. Corrupt. I can't repeat myself. The most corrupt president in US history. The most corrupt. Even his people are saying that he should return the plane. But nope, not Trump. Nope. The plane is going to himself. But despite that, yes guys, thank you for watching my channel. Please like and subscribe.